Video report in Business Ethics by Edgardo Masilungan, Daniel Selga, Kim Salango, Rizal Macaraeg, and Maricris Rivera. History and perspective on corporate social responsibility. The history of CSR dates back many years and in one instance can even be traced back 5,000 years in ancient Mesopotamia around 1700 BC. King Hammurabi introduced a code in which builders, innkeepers or farmers were put to death if their negligence caused the deaths of others or major inconvenience to local citizens. In ancient Rome, senators grumbled about the failure of businesses to contribute sufficient taxes to fund their military campaigns, while in 1622, disgruntled shareholders in the Dutch East India Company started issuing pamphlets complaining about management secrecy and self-enrichment. With industrialization, the impacts of business on society and the environment assumed an entirely new dimension. The corporate paternalists of the late 19th and early 20th centuries used some of their wealth to support philanthropic ventures. By the 1920s, discussions about the social responsibilities of business had evolved into what we can recognize as the beginnings of the modern CSR movement. The phrase corporate social responsibility was coined in 1953 with the publication of Bowen's Social Responsibility of Businessmen. The evolution of CSR is as old as trade and business for any of corporation. Industrialization and impact of businesses on the society led to a complete new vision. By 80s and 90s, CSR was taken into discussion. The first company to implement CSR was Shell in 1998. With well-informed and educated general people, it has become a threat to the corporate, and CSR is the solution to it. In 1990, CSR was standard in the industry with companies like Price Waterhouse Cooper and KPMG. CSR evolved beyond code of conduct and reporting. Eventually, it started taking initiative in NGOs, multi-stakeholder, ethical trading. Perspectives on corporate social responsibility. Communitarianism. According to communitarianism, society is more than the sum of the individuals in it. The community is organic. Society exists prior to any particular individual's existence. Communitarians view communities and society as living organisms existing independently of their individual members and believe there is a general common will separate from the wills of the individuals comprising them. Communitarianism is closely related to social contract theory and emphasizes the social nature of the corporation, which exists as the result of a highly implicit and flexible contract that determines its duties and rights. The corporation is portrayed as responsible to and subject to the will of society. Communitarians believe that corporations should be socially responsible both out of gratitude for their existence and a moral sense of reciprocation for benefits received from society, including the purchase of their goods and services and the access to and use of public goods. In essence, the corporation is viewed as more like common property than as private property. Some communitarians even propose that the corporation be brought under government control to assure the common good. Individualism. Individualism is the more realistic view that each person has moral significance and certain inviolable natural rights. Each person exists, perceives, experiences, thinks, and acts in and through his own body, and therefore from unique points in time and space. It is the individual who thinks that and has the capacity for original and creative rationality. Individuals' minds can interrelate, but thinking requires a specific, unique thinker. The individualist assumes responsibility for thinking for himself and for acting on his own thought. Under individualism, Knowledge tends to be viewed as fragmented and widely dispersed. Each person is free to choose among systematically produced rewards, punishments, and opportunities arising from the other free persons without being subject to the articulated judgments imposed by the state or other collectivities. In fact, individualism provides the best theoretical basis for a genuine community that is worthy of human life. The uniqueness and worth of the human person is affirmed when membership in a community is freely chosen by the individual that comprise it. Individualism involves the idea that society is no more than the sum of individuals comprising it. Created by the interaction of individuals, society is what individuals make it. The social contract is a fiction. Corporations are viewed as expressions of individual freedom, do not derive their power from society, owe nothing to the community, and need only pay taxes and adhere to government regulations. Closely related to individualism are the ideas of equal opportunity and contact.